to see books like The Wizard of Oz, or The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, or Frankenstein or Dracula, you can kind of see how these stories have become our modern fairy tales. How once these books enter public domain, how the conversation of different creatives, from writers to artists to filmmakers, have kind of shaped and morphed this story. I mean, watching this movie, I could definitely tell this was a part two of a movie that was based on a stage musical, that was based on a novel by Gregory Maguire, that was based on the 1939 movie, that was based on the original movie by Frank M. Baum. There's a lot going on, to the point where I think it does actually push what this movie is actually meant to be about. Wicked for Good is really about the roles that you play or how people perceive you versus who you are. The line of, don't look at me as you, look at me on how they see me, is Cynthia Erivo's Elphaba says to Ariana Grande's Glinda, or Gerlinda. But that kind of gets lost because the movie is trying to be everything Wizard of Oz. It is trying to be the musical. It is trying to be the stage play. It is trying to be the 1939 movie with references to that. The Cowardly Lion, who shows up for a moment, is directly modeled off the illustrations from the original novel. It is also trying to be the political allegory that the original novel was. Jeff Goldblum has a moment with the balloon, very much like The Great Dictator. Which the novel was actually about political populism in the 1890s. Funny how that keeps coming back. But all this kind of reference, I mean, I'm kind of surprised that the pumpkin guy from Return of Oz didn't show up and then everything else did. But as I said, all this reference, all this kind of subtext that should be kind of in the spine of the movie pushes the actual story to the background. And the plot mechanics, like the multiple love triangles that are in this thing. I mean, do we need 3? Seriously, just pick someone. Like, guys. For more of this review, please head over to YouTube at Schlock and Awe Podcast. All right, thanks, guys.